So in this video, I've come down to Palmanova today to show you around the Sol Palmanova Hotel. We're going to check out the location of this hotel, which you can see here in the southwest of Mallorca. I'm also going to talk to some holidaymakers who are staying here, and we will hear whether their opinion matches some very divided reviews you may well have read on social media. We're also going to see as well the distance to and from the beach and the nearest bars around you. And also we're going to take a look at cost. Should you be worried if you're coming over here to the Sol Palmanova Hotel? Well, let's find out. But in the meantime, let's turn the camera around. So the Sol Palmanova Hotel is a huge hotel, and it's made up of these two blocks here. We've got Sol Palmanova 1, which is where you will come in to check into, and then we have Sol Palmanova 2, and this is the second block. It is part of the Melia chain, and according to Jet2, it is a 3-star plus hotel. So let's just walk between the two blocks here and just see the distance between the two accommodation blocks. So you can use the facilities over in Sol Palmanova and Sol Palmanova 2, and there are several swimming pools here as well. One swimming pool area does cater mainly for children, which is absolutely fantastic. And we're just looking up here towards the entrance of block 2. You can just see the size of it. I mean, this really is a huge hotel. I think we've got the swimming pool area up the top as well. But let's head on back in the direction of the beach. So just coming back in the direction of block 1, I can see that there is an ATM outside. Just watch the charges on those machines actually. A little bit on the pricey side, but across the road from both of these blocks here, I can see a 24-hour doctor surgery. Don't forget, you're going to need travel insurance to use that. They don't really have any other bars in this area that I can see, not until we move further back towards Son Matias beach. So, on a positive note, I have heard that they're putting deck chairs around the really small kids' swimming pools, and that means that more parents can keep an eye on their kids. Now, while all the swimming pools over here in Mallorca's hotels, they do have lifeguards, it's absolutely impossible for 1 or 2 lifeguards to keep an eye on absolutely everybody's kids. And I do urge you that if you are coming over here on holiday, that you keep a really keen eye on your kids at all times if they're in the pool, particularly if they can't swim. And for that reason as well, you're going to find that many of the hotels in Mallorca as well don't allow inflatables. I'm not sure if this is the case over at the Sol Palmanova, maybe somebody can comment. And the main reason for not allowing inflatables into swimming pools is because, well, you just can't see the kids. So you might have a couple of kids around the other side of an inflatable and you just can't see them at all times. Anyway, a downside on staying at the Sol Palmanova, I have seen a criticism about the food available, but bearing in mind this is an all-inclusive hotel, you're going to find something to eat. Everyone's going to find something to eat, and they are going to have a lot of touristy food as well that's going to be popular with families. You're going to have chips, obviously. You can always survive off chips for a few days. But don't forget too, if you're not a fan of the food in any of these hotels, we've got loads of restaurants out in Palmanova Resort. We're going to walk past a few of them today. Same goes with the cocktails and with the beers and the wines. If you don't like what's being served in your hotel, then you do have plenty of bar options out and about in the resort too. That's not so great though if you are paying for all-inclusive, but once again, you're going to find something to eat, and that's just something that I've been reading. Let me know in comments what you thought of the food over here in this hotel, but like I said, I think these hotels are trying to cater a little bit for everyone staying there. But on the downside as well, I just have to highlight that often there's a race for sunbeds over here at this hotel. I've seen comments about that as well. People getting up at crazy hours in the early morning to run down and reserve their sunbed. But anyway, let's walk along and let you know a little bit more about pricing here at this hotel. And I've just bumped into John and Rebecca, who are staying at the Sol Palmanova. Guys, tell me, what do you think about this hotel?
Palmanova, yeah, it's a lovely hotel. Yeah, it's our first day. We came last night. We saw all the entertainment last night. A great Queen tribute band on last night.
Oh yeah, that were amazing.
Yeah, the food's great. The entertainment's good. The team are good. Yeah, it's clean.
Clean food.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've heard actually, that the hotel is really clean. Yeah.
Definitely.
Fantastic. And how about the facilities at the hotel? What's the swimming pools like?
Yeah, good size.
There's 3, isn't there? There's a kids
a
pool.
children's one with
And
all the
then
kids
there's a further
slides.
two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very clean. I mean, we saw them this morning. They were cleaning out the pool. It's safe as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then they've got a stage for the children in the evening where they do all kids entertainment.
Yeah.
But then there's also one round in the second hotel because we're in
Yeah.
Palmanova 1,
Okay, yeah.
and that's got more of an adult sense to it. So they've got,
Okay.
but kids are still in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kids entertainment more over at number 2
Yeah.
and more adults content over at
Yeah.
number 1. Okay, that's really, really
Yeah.
good to know. Okay, so before you go, can I just ask you about the sunbed wars over here at the Sol Palmanova? Now, I have just mentioned it in the video that you have to be up early at like 3 or 4 in the morning to get your sunbeds. Have you found that to be the case over here?
That's what we were told as soon as we got here by our other guests.
Yeah.
But we just got up this morning. We noticed when we looked out our balcony because we have got a pool view.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of towels and we thought, oh gosh, it must be like, towel war. But
Yeah.
we went for breakfast, we took us towels with us, we had a walk out. There was plenty, but there was stacks of sunbeds.
Yeah.
So you
They
just
were
take
still
us and you
fancy.
put them where you like. So
So there's no shortage of sunbeds?
No.
But there are still people getting up at 3 in the morning to...
yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately,
dear.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the hotel's trying, they've got the supply, and it's
Yeah.
just the people that are just doing it.
Yeah, we just thought we wouldn't get around the pool at all this week. People were talking, but
Yeah.
but and we've not noticed a problem. We're not going to worry about it tomorrow morning, are we?
No,
No.
no, brilliant. Okay, first time in Palmanova, what's your impressions of the resort?
Lovely. We were actually saying we'd come back.
You come back,
Yeah.
eh? And you're over in Alcudia last year, were you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Between the two, which resort do you prefer?
Up to yet this one. Yeah, up to yet this
I'm
one.
kind of in between. I'd
Yeah.
go back to either.
You go back to either. They're both nice. They've both got
Yeah.
their pros and their
Yeah.
cons, haven't they?
Yeah.
They're brilliant. Okay, well, guys, thanks very much for talking to me. Have an amazing rest of your holiday.
Thank you very much.
Okay, cheers. So I'm just coming in out of the sun here just to say I really appreciate hearing your opinions on the hotels here. Obviously I live here, I live over here in Mallorca. I've been living here for 20 years, so I don't know firsthand what it's like staying in most of the hotels on the island. I've stayed in a few, I've got some hotel reviews of those, which I'll drop a playlist to below, but I don't know what these hotels are like to stay in. Now this brings me back to last summer as well and bumping into another couple whose interview I haven't actually used about their experience over at the Sol Palmanova. So let's see what they had to say. I'm with Melissa and Paul and they're going to tell us about their stay over here. Now guys, tell me, this is not your first trip to the Sol Palmanova
It's
Hotel?
not,
No,
no,
we can't
now it's
actually.
second time and it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Clean, it's entertainment's fantastic.
But tell me, so what's your room been like? Has it been quite spacious or is it just enough
Yeah,
to...
yeah, it's plenty. It's
Plenty
it's a
to do.
typical hotel room, it's clean. I mean, yeah, they come and clean your room every day.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
friendly
just-
enough.
It's, it's what you want.
And what's the food been like?
I'm not keen on Spanish food.
He's not keen on it, but
Or should I say English food cooked in the
In the
Spanish
Spanish way, yeah.
but
But-
apart from that, yeah, we've seen people
Oh,
eating it and enjoying
loads
it.
of people love it.
We just like chips or soup. But the soup, we have
Yeah,
soup.
soup's nice, got soup. Oh, they've got a snack bar as well that does beautiful burgers.
Oh, lovely.
Amazing.
Okay.
You can eat them any time of the day, whenever, just cook and get one. And
Yeah, and you're on an all-inclusive.
We are,
Yes.
And so who do you book your holiday with?
TUI.
TUI, okay. And
Recommend
roughly
it.
how much?
£1,700
For two.
for both of
Okay.
us.
Brilliant.
That's including flights, transfers, everything.
Accommodation, that sounds fantastic. Guys, thank you very much for talking
You're very
to
welcome.
me.
You're welcome.
Much
And thanks for the
appreciated.
tips.
And thank you very much
Thank
for
you
my
for
tea and
helping
crisps
us
as
out.
well that you brought me. Thank you. Guys, have a wonderful rest of a holiday. I'll see you soon.
Thank
See you
you.
later, bye.
Okay, so it's great to meet those guys. Really, really nice to get a balanced opinion and a positive opinion here of the Sol Palmanova. Anyway, I'm just going to pause here because I'm across the road from a TIB bus stop and I'm right next to a TIB bus stop. If you are staying at the Sol Palmanova, which you can see just the side of the building here, you are literally a 2-minute walk here from these bus stops, which will take you all the way into Palma City and also to the airport as well. And from the airport, so you can just jump on the A11 to and from the airport or get the 104 bus into Palma and go out sightseeing. Now at this point I'm going to tell you to subscribe to the channel because I do put out an island update every single Monday. I let you know the best days for sightseeing in Palma when it's going to be the least busy. So make sure you hit that notifications bell if you're planning for your summer holiday. Anyway, we're going to keep on walking here and immediately past the bus stops that we've got our first little cluster of businesses here. We've got some nice looking restaurants in case you want to have a change from the hotel. you do want to come out for dinner. So there are a couple of ways you can get down to the beach. You can either head on down this road here, just to the left of the bus stop, but we're going to continue in the direction of the Son Matias Beach Hotel. We're going to take a left by the Mecca. We're going to head on to Son Matias Beach, and you can see here, look, to my right hand side, we've got loads more restaurants. I did put out a guide to some of the places that you can eat over here. I will update that video for this summer, so watch out for that video, but let's head on down onto the beach. And you can see, look, you're literally around the corner from the golden sands of Son Matias Beach Hotel, and also loads of beach shops as well, so if you need anything for the beach, you can get it right here. So I would really welcome your comments on this video. I'd like to know what you think about the Sol Palmanova. Sometimes reading the reviews actually on Facebook groups or on TripAdvisor can leave you more worried about your holiday than you actually need to be, because don't forget, people are more likely to complain about their holiday than they are to say amazing things about it, and especially on social media too. But anyway, we are nearing the end here of Son Matias Beach. It's looking absolutely gorgeous today. Let me just pan the camera around. So we're just looking out in June here, and it's not looking packed, which is amazing. The beaches over here in Palmanova are absolutely huge, and of course, well, they do get a lot busier on the Saturday and the Sunday, especially on the Sunday, with the residents coming out. But anyway, let's walk around the points. We're going to walk back to the Sol Palmanova Hotel blocks. It's just looking right across at the jetty there, all the bars as well. You can see right across to the jetty. Go back and look at some of my previous videos if you want to see what's down there. I shall be back as well filming. I've got plenty of content to make from over here in Palmanova. Just keep heading round. It's got a little water sports centre here, look, right on the far end of Son Matias Beach. If you're wondering which hotel this is, to my left hand side, it's the Global Santa Lucia. I did make a video about that hotel and holiday makers' opinions about that hotel last year. I'll drop a link to that video in the description text below. If you are travelling adults only, I have some hotel reviews as well from Son Matias Beach Hotel right up in front too, so you can go and watch that video too. So this walkway here, look, brings you around onto Palmanova Beach and the beautiful turquoise blue seas. Look at this. We've got a slightly hazy day today. It's a little bit windy at time of filming, but it is very, very warm. We've got highs of about 27 degrees. I'm filming this at the beginning of June, just to give you an idea of what the resort is like today. Now, I have just spoken to another couple as well who have said how accessible this resort is and how wonderful and flat it is. Very, very easy for getting around, which is great. So particularly if you are staying over at the Sol Palmanova, you're not going to have too many problems getting around. And just from where I am standing here, I think we can see the back of the hotel. Look, just peeking in between these buildings, there's block 1, and then we have block 2 just here. So you can see the distance really from the beach. It's not very far at all from Son Matias Beach and from Palmanova Beach too. So like I said, from the Sol Palmanova, you've got the best of both worlds here. You've got another little water sports centre on this beach. More absolutely beautiful turquoise waters. You can see why it's such a popular family hotel. And you haven't got far to walk back to the hotel either. And we're gonna head back there now. And I'll just give you some nice views down the beach. Okay, so we're not going to stick around the beach side of Palmanova. We're going to take a left here. Let's head on down the back and head on back towards the Sol Palmanova. So right off the beach here, look, I'm just going to show you what we have behind here. You will have seen it in my previous videos. I'm often down here filming in the Palmanova area, to give you a good idea of what you can expect when you come over here on holiday. Look, we've got Delicious, very nice little bar here. To my right hand side, we've got Taylor's cocktail bar. We've also got Monroe's across the way as well. And a little strip of restaurants heading down towards the other side of Palmanova Beach. And to my left-hand side here, we've got this lovely park area. And during the hot summer months, this whole area does come alive. Just go and have a very quick look. So this park has been completely refurbished, and it lies right behind, I think this is block 1 actually, yeah, it lies right behind block 1. A nice little kiddies park here. During the summer months as well, look, you can see already we've got little fairground rides here. They're obviously covered up now during the daytime, but in the evening they do switch these on. So again, if you're heading back to the hotel, fab little place to come here. You always see families out and about walking here. I mean, this is fantastic. It really is lovely. Let's also see if there's a shortcut back to your hotel too. Just walking straight through the park here. And we can just see as well, look, there's a gate here leading right into the back of the hotel. We've got block 2 here to our right. We've got block 1 here to my left. And that, I would say, is about a 3 to 4 minute walk from the beach, which you can see right behind me. Anyway, let's keep heading around. Sounding very busy in there. I do hear that they've got music playing out. Just to show you the location, just coming up by one of the kids' areas here. Looks very nice. I mean, it's absolutely huge. The whole area here is absolutely huge. And it's busy. And if you'd rather walk around to the front of the hotel where we started this video here, look, there's a little walkway here just down the side. So let's head back this way, just near the bus stop. Just worth pointing out as well, just around the corner from the bus stop, there is a pharmacy in case you need one. Okay, so I thought I'd just bring you back to the outside of Sol Palmanova 1. Now, a couple of other things as well. The swimming pools apparently in Sol Palmanova 1 do fall into the shade as the afternoon goes along, but don't forget there's plenty of swimming pools to enjoy here. And as you can see in this video, well, you're in a great location. Everything is flat and accessible. There seems to be plenty of facilities, and like those holidaymakers said as well, it sounds like it's a great spot for a holiday, and I didn't see any complaints. Now, don't forget, as I said in this video, people are more likely to complain on social media than they are going to leave a really amazing review of where they've stayed. There are good points and bad points in every hotel, but I would take any comments you see with a pinch of salt. And if you are coming over here, I'm pretty sure you're going to have an amazing time. Just bear in mind, just have respect for other holidaymakers. If you're over here on holiday, you're all sharing the same space here, and it is a huge, huge space. But I think if you've got your holiday booked over here to the Sol Palmanova, I don't think you're going to be too disappointed this summer. Okay, everyone, don't forget to check out that link in the description text below if you haven't booked your holiday just yet. You can also find me in the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I'm going to drop a couple of videos appearing both here and here for you to also check out from this area too. Don't forget, I'll be back as well to live stream from Palmanova very soon, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Goodbye for now.